At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today we continue on with John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Weekend, and we have got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Bills sideline is Sean McDermott. His guys, losers of 3 in a row coming in. On the other side, Steeler head coach Mike Tomlin. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
And he makes it so difficult for all defenses because when he's got the ball, it's hard to say when a play is truly over because he can create from any spot on the field and in any situation, even when it appears that he's contained. When he's running your offense, a big play could arrive from any possible spot.
Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept them short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. As we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and 3rd pick in the 2018 draft.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game, bottom line. May not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Offense.
Okay, so they'll march backwards on the penalty there.
I don't know about you, partner. I thought that was maybe a little bit of a ticky-tack type of a call. Was that a clear block in the back when he got his man off balance? I thought that was a tough one.
That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 39-yard line.
Now Darnold. And his throw here is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. You look at this Buffalo defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Gets past one man. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. The Bills offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. Back to throw, Watson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd-and-long situation coming up. Now it's Watson. That one complete. It's tanked down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To throw is Watson. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Watson. Got his man, Dell. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
Watson off play action. Now he'll tuck this and run. And Watson has enough for the 1st down yardage as he slides to the turf.
A gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Watson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 2nd down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Watson.
At the Steelers' 6-yard line.
Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Back to throw. Watson. This is caught. Touchdown. Matthew Golden. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Oh, good move. And he won't quite make it to the 25. What a weekend it has been already around the NFL. We had 3 great games on Thanksgiving, another one Friday in Philadelphia, and it's all part of the NFL salute to the legendary John Madden. This week's slate of games known as the John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Weekend, and we at EA Sports salute the man we knew as coach, who brought so much to this great holiday, so many smiles with his love of family, his love of football, and we miss him, no doubt. Gone, but certainly never forgotten, John Madden. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, He got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try to apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Steelers are going on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Caught left side by Mechie. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4th is not out of the question. I think a big game or 2, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bills' 47-yard line.
Now it's Darnold. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. The Steelers at 1-10 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
3rd and 2.
Here's Darnold. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again, Darnold. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
A run out of the gun with Genty. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. To throw is Darnold. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's fourth down. The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Watson. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd and 19.
Here's Watson from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. The Steelers offense has Sam Darnold headed back out there. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
48-yard line.
Darnold. Over the middle, complete. It's Reynolds. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's another Steelers.
On first down, it's Genty. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Darnold. And it's taken in by his big tight end. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line.
Steelers first down.
Darnold now to throw. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. Now a 2nd and 6.
He's out of bounds at the 11-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brings up third down.
Throwing again is Darnold. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Darren Waller, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Matthew Golden with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills are able to move back in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what you call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out the gate as fast and as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's caught downfield. It's Waller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A give out of the gun to Genty. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
Looking left side of his got a man. That's Patrick. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now Darnold. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Give Uchenna Nwosu the credit for the stuff. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
No gain on the play.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Encroachment, defense.
Defensively, maybe a little too fired up there for a 3rd down stop.
Remember in preseason when we were going to camps and watching people, they worked on this, right? In the heat of the summer, still did it anyway.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Stevenson, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Genty. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. Darnold from the gun. And it's caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
A 2-yard gain. It's now 4th and goal.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm it for a loss shy of the goal line. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Bills 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To throw is Watson. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this 1st half. And the Bills are able to add on to that lead. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 38.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. He gets this one to Mechie. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Slant pass. He's got Reynolds. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Darnold to throw again. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. Second down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
Here's Darnold. That's complete to his tight end Waller. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Darnold. They'll get this out to Genty. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Throw out wide is incomplete. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're on time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
They find some open field here.
It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Well, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, but to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
The Steelers first down.
Play action. It's Darnold. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
Now it's Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know.
Under pressure, they got him again. Uchenna able to record his 5th sack of the season. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really high level.
They've been hot so far. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That's another Bills. First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Gibbs straight ahead. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a gain of a yard there, and now will be 3rd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Bills. First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Turton is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd.
They'll try the air now with Watson.
Steelers 2-yard line.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. To throw is Darnold. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reynolds. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
Back to throw, Darnold. Short throw, going to be caught by Waller. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Darnold now to throw. Mechie has it on the slant. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Here's Cameron Johnston now. As he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bills offense and their quarterback Deshaun Watson set to take over once more. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete here.
Intended for
2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Watson. Pass caught. That's Golden. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Out of the gun, Watson. To the right side and caught by Dell. Now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Offense.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Off of play action, it's Watson. And this will be incomplete. The terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Steelers pressure too much here. He's going down. Draymond Jones. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Finding space at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Jarius Sneed on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. Down the right sideline. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tim Patrick, 50 yards. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what can set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Looks good on the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring him in off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Steelers' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Looking to put a drive together. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 31-yard line.
Darnold. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
6 brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Darnold. Now he's going to step up and run. And Darnold going to slide to the ground here, but not before he does pick up the 1st down. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Well, there's that man again. It's complete. Now a 2nd and 10.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Now whistles here before the snap, but it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. They'll drop the throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Bills getting set to go. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. After the interception, here's Watson. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
This offense on 3rd down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Watson on the sneak. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. The Bills send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
This is 2nd and 8. Here's Darnold. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
Defense.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Off of play action, Darnold. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Locked in the pocket for their quarterback.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line.
The Bills' offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession.
And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show, as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And a nice spin into some open field. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
The extra point now for Borregales. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd down.
Now it's Darnold. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. To throw is Darnold. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
For a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with Genty. He'll be pretty well stopped at his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. This will be complete to Mechie. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Darnold a sneak. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
The Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
After the run, now Darnold to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw, Darnold. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
That's another Steelers first down.
Now a handoff to Genty. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Once again, it's Genty. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice, But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, two-score game still. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now 2nd and 3. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now Watson going to sneak it. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Darnold. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Darnold.
At the 25-yard line.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Darnold to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Darnold. And this one into the hands of Mechie. An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4. Throwing again is Darnold.
3rd and 4.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 1 timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Going across the field, he connects with Mechie. And he's brought down. Here's 1st down.
That's another Steelers first down.
And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and 1. Now Darnold. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Genty. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
4th down.
On 4th down, Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway. Once it happened, It knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Buffalo, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.